boss.
Me gusta como bailas
Y mueves la cintura.
Me gusta como gozas, me gusta tu hermosura. Quiero bailar contigo.
Hoy no más.
Bailemos esta cumbia.
Toda la noche, baby.
Tiene poquita salsa. Tu cual es la dulzura. Cumbia con
¿Te acuerdas cuando bailamos hasta las 4 de la mañana, baby?
Oh, we can't do that anymore.
No, ya no.
There's no way.
Ya para las 10, vámonos. Ya bailamos una polka.
Yeah,
Una cumbia y un guapango.
Even the 4-minute, what are they called?
Panwango?
Yes.
Brain fart.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I've been up since 3. Even the 4-minute wapangos, we can't hang anymore.
Yeah. And then when the guy is singing, he goes, "Se cansaron. Sí, chingates. No. ¿Quieren otra? No. I hate it. Like when you see the hometown boys, they play like, or you know, the South Texas homies. They have those songs that you don't even know they changed songs, right? It's like, and it's like, okay, didn't they start this song like 30 minutes ago? Vamos a sientarnos. But they have that same compás and all that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Rock and Roll James.
Hi.
Una cumbia con salsa, papasústame one time. We got Chaz. What's going on, Chaz? How you doing, man?
Let me put on the show shades to get underway.
Yeah.
Hey, Rock, how about that show in San Antonio at the Tobin?
Oh, my.
Man, that Saxon show.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so.
I think like 95% of our audience doesn't know who Saxon is.
I would say you're right.
¿Verdad? So lucky you. We have a clip of the band that we saw this past Saturday. No se van a asustar. Ponlo, baby. Yeah.
Hell. Fire.
That singer is 74 years old.
And he has never left Saxon.
No.
He was there
that's his band.
That's his band from the first album till this past weekend.
Y el pinche light show como del Grupo Vidal, carnal. Cállate la boca, shut up.
I know. When I was there in Saxon, I was just there thinking, "Number, these guys remind me of Danny and Javier." I was like,
bien viejitos ya madre, chica.
Pinche light show. No, hombre, después de ese concert tuve que bañar a la baby doll con pura agua bendita, carnal. Cállate.
Yep.
The first band se llamaba Lizzie Borden, ¿verdad? And Jazz, you didn't get to see them, right?
No, I walked in as they were done, and you were telling me that they had multiple costume changes.
Sí, era como Alice Cooper, bro.
I was like, wow.
They're from the 80s. The last time I saw them was like 85, man, aquí en la Vía Real de McAllen.
Is it the original singer?
Yeah, that's his band.
Okay, wow.
So there's a part porque tenían los banners en los lados. You know how the rock bands put the banners like there's big squares on the sides of the stage because they're openers. And the singer would get behind one of them and come out dressed differently, you know. So he comes out with an axe, right? And he gets in the middle of the stage and he starts rubbing his tongue and his lip with the axe. And it starts bleeding, dude. And my wife's just going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!"
It was gruesome.
And then he jumps down to the front row and he's singing the song and he's like rubbing the fans with blood on the face, dude.
He's dipping his hand inside a bucket of blood and then like putting it on people's faces and
Bien
stuff.
satanic.
Super. I was like, oh my goodness.
You know, when I went to go sit down and they had left, I saw a bunch of guys. I thought they had the Gorbachev birthmark. I was like, wow, all these guys are related or what?
Are we getting ideas for the next show or what?
Do you all even know who Gorbachev is?
The politician?
He used to be like the president of Russia.
Very vaguely. Yeah.
And he had like a birthmark, looked like bird shit on his forehead.
Right.
And so, Gorbachev.
And then I had an epiphany. I think all these guys had fake blood smeared on them. Show
it. Ahí está Gorbachev.
Here's Gorbachev.
Mira. Parece una caja de pájaro de arriba, carnal.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's what every guy in the front row looked like. I was like, huh?
A mí nomás dice chinelas, chinelas. He's speechless. Chinelas. You know chinelas means shoes, right?
Yeah, chinelas is shoes.
But it's like chingao, but you don't say chingao, you say
Right.
chinelas.
Polite version.
Aquí puedes decir chingao, carnal, no hay pedo.
Choose, man. What a choose.
I wanted to ask Riley, you got to see Saxon,
Yes.
and you had this time a comfortable seat.
Yes, I did.
Unlike for the Wasp experience.
Right, where I stood up for 6 hours straight.
Right,
Yes.
no thanks to your abusive husband.
Yes.
So, what did you think of Saxon?
I thought they were super duper awesome. I think they were better than the first two bands. The light show, of course, the light show was amazing. The musicianship, the sound, it was just awesome. It really was awesome. I enjoyed myself.
You know what, Chaz? We get to the show, right? And I have a muscle shirt. It's a muscle T-shirt, right?
No. It's a muscle shirt.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a muscle T-shirt.
Well, it's like a wife beater, but it's black.
Yeah.
Right? And,
because of DEI.
I don't know why they call it that, but you know what I mean? Everybody knows what a wife beater is, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those muscle T-shirts, right? So I had a black one, right? Y así voy para el concert, porque pues compro la pinche T-shirt de Saxon y me la pongo, carnal, en vez de tenerla, you know what I mean? Con otra T-shirt or whatever.
Oh, my.
So
plus, he wants to show off,
right? That's the whole.
No. I don't. Why am I going to take a tour shirt and then buy a shirt and be holding it all night? I just put it on, right? Right.
It's a good concert.
So we get to the concert and we park in the parking lot. Tobin Center, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. I'm thinking of going in August to go see Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass. Have you ever heard of those guys?
Never.
Ahorita te lo pongo.
Oh my God.
Ahorita te lo pongo, carnal. Pero llegué y nos bajamos del carro y pues yo en la muscle shirt and my wife's like, you're going to get off like that?
It was like 69 degrees, by the way.
I go, yeah, I'm going to get off like.
By the way, he was walking like this.
Puro swag. What the?
He was singing Bass Street USA.
So then we go into the Tobin Center y pues yo ando ahí con todo el pinche pecho pa' afuera la chingada, carnal.
And everyone was staring.
Everybody. No, as soon as we get in line, estaba la pinche línea para las shirts de Saxon, estaba larga de a madre. Y un vato me está viendo y ahí he comes up to me, hey man, you have a podcast, right? Hey, I said, what, bro? PVT, yeah, I see your show every day. So then they recognize me there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we went and we got in line. I bought a shirt. Me la puse. Le dije, ahí babe, all right, calm down. She was so embarrassed, bro.
Well, I was just embarrassed of what other people were going to say. Like, oh, this guy's showing off his muscles. It's like 60 degrees outside and you have a muscle
She should be proud
shirt.
of her, man. Right, dude? Right?
Well, I was. But, I mean, it's, you have to dress appropriately.
I was, but put on something.
We weren't at the beach. Good grief.
Riley should have been like, this is the Mexican Bob Lane.
Otro nombre que no conoce nadie, chica.
Another obscure. Riley, look up Bob Lane.
Bob Lane era un vato, un bodybuilder que...
And then we'll show that.
Was he the one with the comic book where the guy that kicked sand in the guy's face and then
that was
the
Charles
comic
Atlas.
strip? That's Charles Atlas.
What's the name?
You remember those comics?
Bob
or was it
LaLanne.
Or was it Jack
LaLanne? No.
Jack LaLanne, I think.
Jack LaLanne, sí. Bob LaLanne es el primo.
Jack LaLanne.
Oh, my.
A ver, vamos a ver.
Oh, I found. Okay, here he is.
Hold on.
Éralo. Ahí estaba, carnal.
Oh my God.
Pero yo sin pelo, carnal. ¿Entiendes la onda? Y de ahí, no, so, I get my shirt, I put it on, y vamos y nos sentamos en la silla y la chingada. Estamos ahí. Son rows.
Yeah.
And then I'm checking out pinche Riot, bato. What'd you think of Riot, dude?
By the way, they're called Riot 5.
Swords and Tequila, Outlaw.
This is the 5th incarnation of Riot. Okay. And they fucking kicked ass.
Pinche double guitar bruto, carnal.
I mean, yeah.
So anyway, estoy ahí, and then my wife's sitting down, and she like pulls my shirt, and I'm like checking out the band, right? And I go, ¿Qué pasó, babe? I'm never gonna tell you anything about wearing a muscle shirt. I said, oh, órale, está bueno, rock and roll. And then after a couple of songs, I turned to my right, y está un vato ahí sin camisa, güey.
Yeah.
Está sin camisa el vato. He had no shirt on, bro.
No
and let me
shirt
guess, he was
all.
out of shape, right?
No, el vato estaba
Yeah,
bien,
he
no.
was a little bofiao.
Yeah, estaba un poco bofiado el carnal.
Yeah, he was.
Y estaba maltratando la ruca y la chingada, ¿entiendes? Go get me a beer, sissy. Ajá, y la ruca, güey, le trajo vironga y la chingada, carnal.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Andaba bien testosterone de madre con Saxon, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
So the dude didn't have a shirt on, and I was like, oh, that's why you're not going to tell me about a muscle shirt? Pues, ¿sabes qué? Me voy a quitar la pinche. No.
I was like, no, please.
Pero iba todo como si fuera outdoor festival o algo.
Sí.
Estamos adentro de un pinche theater, carnal.
Yeah, no, he took it all off, and he was taking selfies of himself and stuff. It was really bad.
So let me put a little Herb Alpert. Herb Alpert.
Now, as someone who I grew up wanting, my dream job in actuality is a game show host. And if you love game shows, Herb Alpert, that's your guy.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
He is the game show. Hey everyone, welcome to the new edition of The Dating Game.
Oh, that guy.
And today, from Grupo Vidal, we've got Javier. Big round of applause for Javier.
Yeah.
And competing with Javier is the voluptuous Danny. Big round of applause for Danny. Thank you very much for being here. And they're going to be competing to go on a lovely date with the ever so voluptuous Miss Riley. And that's all going to be happening here on hashtag PVT.
I like Spanish fly or Spanish flea.
Spanish
flea.
Flea as
Spanish
in
flea, right?
FLEA?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
this
can
is
get
awesome.
this question, Javier, you get to do a duet with Rock and Roll James, all right?
What's the question?
Just think about this. Which Russian leader had a red birthmark on his forehead?
The G-Man.
Árale,
Gorbachev.
Yes,
5 days, 4 nights with Rock and Roll James, and you get to do whatever song you'd like to do.
Let's do a little match game. Danny. Yeah. Dumb Dora
What?
said it's so hot that her blank was sweating.
Ew.
Just say it.
Come on, Danny. You can say it.
Say it.
You
got
say
me,
it.
Rock.
All right, I'll give one to Javier. Hey, Javier. Old man Winter slept so long, he even grew hair on his blank.
On his butt crack.
Like that.
Do we have a match?
Do you remember that show? This one?
It's the match game with
Gene
Mr.
Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn.
Oh my God, that's
Estamos
hilarious.
bien viejos ya madre nosotros, bro.
Yeah. Super.
It was match game 71 y hasta 70, match game 79. Chinga. Todos los años.
With
awesome.
Charles Nelson Riley,
So,
Sherman Hemsley,
Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey Russell, Jim J. Bullock, Nell Carter,
My God.
And what was the guy from Family Feud? What's his name?
Oh.
Charles Dawson.
Richard,
Richard
Dawson,
Richard Dawson. Chinga
and
la
Jack
cagué.
LaLanne.
Guys are hilarious.
Real
Brett
deal.
Summers. Brett-
The wife of Jack Culligan.
yeah.
That's a cool one.
So the one that's real. This is a real cool one from
Herb Alpert. We're
From
talking
Herb
about Herb
Alpert,
Alpert.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in San Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's got an orchestra. This guy's 89. He just turned 89 years old last week. Last week.
So if we don't see him this time, I'll never forget it.
You don't see him this time.
That's it.
You're gonna be able to see him, but not in person.
Yeah.
But he was, and you know what? In 1962, he created A&M Records in '62.
Really?
Yeah.
And he
A&M California, right?
he signed the Carpenters, and the Carpenters, like, they had this song, and he said, just do what you want with it. And they did it, and it became a major hit. And so he became known as the record label where artists could be creative on their own instead of them guiding them.
Yeah. Carte blanche.
Yeah. So then a lot of artists started going and wanting to be signed with A&M Records. Janet Jackson ended up there. A bunch of big artists. Pero hoy.
This is Yacht Rock.
Esta es la rola que pongo cuando vengo de Dr. T's. Papá, asústame. Ah. Vengo lleno de testosterone, baby. Vete pa' acá, mamacita. Puro Skinamax after dark.
Oh, my God.
Put on this leopard print.
Emmanuel in Bangkok.
Oh, my.
Emmanuel and Mathis.
In Bishop. Emmanuel in Bishop.
And Rungi.
and Rongue. That's Mike Kennedy, dude. Allá es donde vive Armando, no. I mean, Manuel, el drummer de Los Chavacos, the original. Vive en Rongue. Dr. T's primary care for men and women, ladies and gentlemen. If your sex drive and your libido is at an all-time low, you go talk to them, 956-441-2188, and they will check your testosterone levels. And if you need something a little extra, they'll give you a little extra. And they have something called Trimix that'll it'll blow your woman's mind in the bedroom. The only side effect with Trimix is that she'll wake up in the morning and make you homemade tortillas. This is the way you walk out of there, Daddy. Mira. Oh, vámonos para la casa, chica. Baby doll.
The other side effect, the wear and tear on the mattress.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. T's primary care for men and women.
Hey, Rock, put that other song, Route 66.
Yeah, that's
This, talking about Herb Alpert. And this is, as he got older, this is his. How about this one? Do you remember this one?
Oh, I like this one.
Do you remember this one, Javier or Danny?
Yeah. Route 66.
Route 66.
Yeah, but I heard it the Manhattan transfer style.
Yeah.
See? O el pititoy.
Here in the valley, they would play this commercial and they would say, visit South Padre Island. Lovely beaches, surf, sand, and margaritas.
Pura música para commercials.
Yeah, I know. It was always in the background.
It kind of sounds like a Wapango, too.
Have you ever seen Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong? There's a Herb Alpert song on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they end up in Tijuana, they put this one right here. Watch,
You
check
want a
this
taxi?
out. No, they put this one, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Lonely Bull?
When he's walking, they're walking into the van. They're gonna get the van and Up in Smoke. When they end up on that other side of the border, ponen esta rola.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
We should get a cut of the proceeds, Rock,
No,
for this
bro.
concert.
Le estamos dando streaming al Herb Alpert.
That's true.
Who else is doing that?
You're making fans already.
Well, he's 89 y le van a cortar el Medicaid y el Social Security. Entonces,
Ay,
Bueno,
yes.
vato.
Elon Musk lo va a chingar, güey. ¿Entiendes?
They could
Le tengo
deport
que dar
him.
unos stream, ¿tú entiendes?
ICE is looking for him.
Yeah, ICE is looking for him. This is. Have you never heard this, Javier, before?
They're familiar. I just didn't know it was the name of that guy.
Herb Alpert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herb
Danny, had you ever heard any of these songs?
No.
No, that is too
Well, it
young.
wasn't radio stuff, right?
Well, this
like
is.
it,
But I remember when you bring it up in commercials and you're talking about like,
Yes.
I remember hearing this stuff, just never knew who it was.
In my mom and dad, when we were kids, they had one of those stereos that looked like a coffin, right?
The brown ones.
And then you'd open it up
Yeah.
like a coffin, right? And there's a record player, a little a radio, and then an 8-track.
8-track. I remember
And
that.
we had a stack of albums.
And a radio?
My parents, they had Little Joe, Agustin Ramirez, the Carpenters and Herb Alpert and Percy Sledge and like, you know, and then I wonder why I like all kinds of music. Because my parents, that's what they would listen to. Yeah. They had a big variety, but good old times, man. Herb, are we going to go see him or what, bro? I mean, August.
We're going to be there.
Awesome.
I'm going to show up in a muscle shirt.
Esto. Yo me voy a quitar la pinche shirt, carnal. Acabo de puro viejito.
Right.
Carnal.
When we get out of the way, old man.
Yeah. Vamos a andar ahí en chingones.
Oh my God.
Bullying everybody.
Yeah.
Removing dentures.
Bro.
Come here.
Yeah. Ahí te vas así.
You don't need those.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Rody's Country Fried Chicken también. Man, fantastic food and a fantastic atmosphere. Rody's Playland. We performed there a couple of weeks ago on the 15th of March. And we want to thank Rick and everybody. He's got the whole place decked out with banners and stuff. Whiskey D banners on there too. And we had a good time there, man. And they're looking for bands to perform there, bro. So,
nice.
De repente, Grupo Vidal, in Playland, he put a stage, man, and you put the system, everything. You guys carry your own system?
Yeah, when we need to.
Órale, carnalito. Shit, yeah, man. Do you guys play Eagle Pass a lot, or have you been out there?
We've been there a few times.
Yeah, we've been out there.
Órale, and it's right by the casino, so you know, ya toda la gente ahí se pone
Make the money and go spend it.
Unlimited gizzards.
And no me los dieron chingo de comida, carnal. It was fantastic.
Awesome.
And so if you guys play there, pues aquí lo vamos a promote, ¿entienden la onda?
De volada.
Todos se den cuenta, carnal.
Eso.
Se va a poner de aquí.
Hay que platicar. What's an owner's name?
Se llama Rick.
Rick
Rodriguez. Pero le dimos Rick Rose.
We're going to call you Rick.
Ravishing.
Answer the phone. Don't say it's a spam call.
Si lo contesta. 40 years he's been doing this. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
Rody's
Rick.
Country Fried Chicken. Also want to thank Chorizo de HH. Ladies and gentlemen, local family brand. Same great taste as you grew up with. Leaner, less fat than others. Y pues, no, hombre, lo puedes poner en la parrilla. Puedes hacerlo para almorzar. The other day I made a video. I put it on my social media. Y hice unas papitas con chorizo y un spinach ahí, le puse un queso. Te hice un breakfast bruto, ¿verdad, baby?
That was awesome. 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. La Saturday eran mitas con chorizo de HH. And then on Sunday era papitas con chorizo de HH. Y le echo spinach ahí para no not feel too guilty. And now you don't feel guilty because the chorizo is so lean, dude. No salta nada de grasa, bro. It's fantastic. Before you guys go back to Kingsville, you should stop at HEB and get a couple of packs, man. And make some breakfast there for your old lady, for your mom. All right, and also want to thank Solid Ironworks, ladies and gentlemen. These guys, they have created an awesome barbecue pit, but now they've gone another step beyond. They made this new, pon el picture, baby, los pictures que están ahí. So they made this special pit that you can put un cabrito, a small pig, ¿verdad? And cook it right there. Wow. Like if it's a pit. And look at it. I mean, a fantastic work of art. And they can also put your logo on the middle of the grill there. You can be cooking out some burgers there and then slow cooking un animalito, ¿verdad? Some cabritos, usually what you like to put in one of those, ¿verdad? So, ladies and gentlemen, these are going to go fast. You need to order yours. You can call them at 956-573-2398 y te mandan el barbecue pit. Check out the other barbecue pit that they make, the one that's collapsible, baby.
It's the video?
It's a video. These are the famous ones they made, and they sold so many of these. Of course, that was a Chicago Bears fan, and he said that they've sent so many pits to Chicago that it's incredible. They wanted us to thank everybody in the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois for buying all those pits. So follow them on Facebook, Solid Ironworks, Instagram, Solid Ironworks, 956-573-2398. Other products, they got custom grills for Weber Kettle, custom signs, and custom panels for doors and gates. They got a spring sale going on right now. $150 for the Rise Portable Grill, the one we just saw. And it's custom, 2-tier, high-rise portable grill for only $150. Don't miss out. And they can put your name, your favorite football team, your favorite band, whatever you want. They'll put it on there. Órale.
Hey, Rock, didn't they give you one?
Yeah.
Where, is it at the station or what?
No, ve, aquí la tengo, carnal. Ya me aventé como 3 barbecues aquí con la baby doll.
So,
You know, I mean, because they're so easy. You just unscrew them and put them up, do your little thing, and then put them back up.
This summer, I might make one with this logo right here.
Wasp.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, no, hombre. Y ahí cuando vamos al concert, hacemos un tailgate party allá afuera, carnal.
You know
Y
it.
invitamos a Blackie Lawless, but Blackie Lawless likes his meat rare, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
Con chingo de sangre y la chingada, carnal.
Wait, Rock.
Yeah.
Just got a message from a guy at Amarillo,
Oh, sí.
Mr. Frausto. He said he's a big fan of yours. He wants to say his salud.
Órale, un saludito para Mr. Frausto in Amarillo by morning. Yeah. So,
Eso.
tenemos una musiquita de Grupo Vidal, papá. Let's listen to this song. No quiero volver. This is the latest one, ¿verdad?
Yes, sir.
Órale, let's all listen to it. Come on.
Come on now. Like it, stream it, follow. Share the shit out of it.
Share it.
No quiero volver a mirar tus lindos ojos. No quiero volver a escuchar tu linda voz.
Muévete, chiquita.
Pues no más. Yeah.
Sé que te marchas con él, que no tuve suficiente
Damn.
metal para quererte y que él te entregó el corazón y un castillo de ilusiones, reflejo de tesoros para dos. Para dos. No quiero volver a mirar tus lindos ojos. No quiero volver a escuchar tu linda voz. No quiero volver a mirar tu linda cara. No quiero volver a sentir tu hermosa piel.
Yeah.
Eso.
Let us know what you think of the song on the chat.
Yeah, man. Send something out there.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Yes, sir. And hit the like.
Sé que te marchas con él, que me dejas olvidado, pensando en el pasado que se fue, para nunca volver, y que fueron tonterías lo que hiciste de tu vida junto a mí. Junto a mí. No quiero volver a mirar tus lindos ojos. No quiero volver a escuchar tu linda voz. No quiero volver a mirar tu linda cara. No quiero volver a sentir tu hermosa piel.
It's a groovy song.
Hell yeah, bro.
Good song.
Yeah. Shoe con madre, carnal.
No quiero volver a mirar tus lindos ojos.
Wow.
No quiero volver a escuchar tu linda voz. No quiero volver.
That was awesome.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Javier, you got to be one of the best singers out there, bro.
Oh, thank you,
I
man.
mean, neta, carnal. No hay muchos cantantes que pueden hacer lo que estás haciendo tú en el estudio en live, bro.
You know, we think about lots of groups that we performed with throughout the years, younger musicians, older musicians, and we pull a little bit from everybody. And I always say, if it wasn't for our surroundings, from older musicians to younger musicians, we learn from each other. And so I appreciate you, the comment, and many people have said the same thing, but I always come back and say, you know what? Everyone has their style, right? Number one. Number two, I love to sing, man.
Aparte de eso, carnal, tus carnales te hacen la esquina con las voces también, bro. And so what you do in the studio, you do it live.
Yeah.
Exactly. ¿Verdad?
We work hard at it, man. But, it wouldn't be possible without God, number one. And together it's teamwork. As you mentioned finding the right team. When you found a good guitar player and added to your show, it's all a team effort. Because otherwise you're just a soloist, by yourself.
Yeah.
So
takes team.
¿Quién está en la acordeón? Se oye con madre el acordeón.
El acordeón tenemos ahorita, his name is Jesse Rosas. El acordeón.
Es de ahí de...
Es de Falfurrias.
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 Uy, ¿dónde salió de Falfurrias?
Eso.
No hay mucho músico ahí, ¿verdad?
No, not really.
Yeah. No, I don't know any musicians from Falfurrias.
It was a hidden gem.
Yeah. Fíjate. Y el sonido que tiene el acordeón hoy.
Yes, sir.
How old is this guy?
He's in his 30s.
¿Sí?
Yeah.
So ya tiene tiempo. Has he played with any other bands before?
A couple of local groups around the area.
Sí.
Yeah, but he quit for a little bit because he was working.
Okay.
Like a lot of us do, right? We go to work.
Simón.
You get off of it and you come back because you got that music bug, man. You have it in your blood.
Hey.
And to just sit at home is kind of like, it's rough.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, man, hey, you know when the time is right.
Mm-hmm.
You know when it's right. You know when to keep going. We've been doing it forever. We met you, man.
1994.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Chavalones ustedes con tu carnalillo que falleció.
Yeah, man. I mean, lots of years, and you've seen us evolve through doing conjunto to going to acapella to doing, norteño light, and just evolving, which led us to being one of the originators of doing the country cumbia, which is now taking trend, and lots of people recognize that. It started with Vidal, and I'm like, man, we just wanted to do something different, right? It's just trying to evolve. Is the word.
It's interesting because we like the Crazy Pimps. They recorded what's the name of that song that the other band recorded as well, babe? It's that General song.
Yeah, Te ves buena.
Te ves bien buena.
Te ves buena. I think that's what it is.
So the Crazy Pimps recorded it and it sounded great.
Yeah.
But then this other band, Dorados, is that the name of the band?
No, De Parranda.
De Parranda. They recorded it and it's like it went viral, dude. And it's interesting, and it sounds almost the same as probably
Timing.
Exactly the same as the Crazy Pimps, but it depends on timing, I guess, or when you record it, or who records it, or it's crazy.
It's just timing and when the people are ready to accept it.
Yeah.
Bottom line, and when we first came out with the country cumbia, the song went viral because it was different. They weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
And now people are trending towards it, which I think it's great because it just shows that the music's moving in a good direction.
Yeah.
And there's room for everybody.
What's the country song that you all did?
But the first one was
the one you want to play right now. The one you're most proud of.
Well, it's much too young.
Much too young.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
That was the one that took. Man, people loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of hate too. Don't get me wrong. They're like,
What was the hate?
Well, that's good.
People up there in like Ohio, or in Kentucky, they're like, what the hell you do to this song? Damn it!
Oh, they were offended.
Oh, my.
What's going on there?
Some people, it's like.
But it's all good.
It's like Saxon doing Bronco 956, bro. We wouldn't like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all good because you want the feedback because they're knowing, hey, something's happening here. Something's changing.
The fact that they're aware of it, right? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
In Kentucky.
No, but that's not the market you're aiming for anyway. You're aiming for the Hispanic. Not even that, Rock. I'm aiming for good music.
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
what it is.
Bottom line, there is no genre to it.
Yeah, let's check it out. Much too young.
Awesome song.
This old highway's getting longer. Seems there ain't no wind inside. Sleep would be best. I just can't afford the rest. I I call the house, but no one answers. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept a woman holding on this long.
Yeah.
And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table, with no ace left in the hole. I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
So se enojaron los rednecks allá arriba, carnal.
There was a few. Right?
Did they get on their social media or what?
It was more on the TikTok side.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, they're all getting they're getting wind of it, man.
Yeah, and then after that, I got called from Garth Brooks' manager about what we did, and he really enjoyed it. And he just said, just keep in touch with us. You never know when there might be an opportunity. So
yeah,
it's a matter of bringing down those barriers that they might think. And, it's happening all the way around. Karim Leon with Cody Johnson. Yeah. Karim Leon with Kane Brown. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's happening. And so...
It's collaborations, bro. That's what they do.
At the end of the day, it's starting to cross genre. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say, when people say, well, what style is Vidal? Vidal is its own genre, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to cater just to one market, because Vidal can do it all.
Yeah.
And you've heard the stuff.
Así soy yo también, carnal.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, third-rate romance.
There you go.
Le echamos accordion y Bobby Pulido y de ahí. Right. We do that song, and right after that song, we do Ted Nugent Stranglehold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then who knows, man? We're probably going to do something together, Vidal and rock.
Right. Well, you guys even did some rock. I remember you came to my house, and you were showing me some Van Halen and shit, Oh, man.
Well, he meant just the splits.
I didn't say what songs.
He didn't say what songs, but that's coming too. Well, let's talk about it. Yeah, because we want to showcase that we can do that as well, because we do everything else. Why not? Why not do it?
Yeah.
And you heard it.
But it wasn't cumbia. I mean, it was rock and roll.
Yeah. It was
rock. So it's not like
out of our element for sure.
Yeah.
Something we've never done. And very challenging. Just very different for us.
David Lee.
David Lee Roth.
Hey.
David Lee Vidal.
Yeah.
Hey, Javier, have you ever seen those videos Drumeo on YouTube? Drumeo. They take a like a pop drummer, and then they'll play.
Yes.
And then they'll play Megadeth, but without the drum track. And they say, "What would you do?"
Yeah, how would you do it? I've seen it.
And then the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they played 30 Seconds to Mars. Like, what would you do?
Right.
And
I've seen it.
And when they cross genres, the talent.
I've
rises,
never seen that.
The cream rises to the top. My favorite one is the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They played
Chad Smith.
They played 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill, and he was like, I don't know this. Okay.
Yeah, he never heard it.
And he was like, what would you do? And he was like, okay. He goes, okay, it's in 3.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking nails it,
dude. But I mean, are you sure it's not scripted or like it's prepared?
Hey, maybe you're right. Maybe it's all fake.
I've never heard this song. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's all a setup, but
it was good.
So,
it was good.
It just sounds good. Like you can tell they probably gave him some selections to listen to.
Yeah.
And then they threw it at him, and he's like,
I don't think he's willing to try to fail.
Hey, Rock,
right?
by the way, Rock, they did Mike Portnoy.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And he did Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they put him in a studio, and like I saw one where there was a drummer, and they had him do it was a song, but he had to do it just like it. I mean, he learned the song, but it wasn't where they just throw a song with no drums and then he has to try to do something. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and of course the Mike Portnoy version is way busier than the Taylor Swift. But anyway.
And going back to Van Halen, dude. They're starting to upload old concerts from Van Halen.
I saw that.
Because I had never, ever seen any old Van Halen 78, 79, 82. I was always like, is there any footage? Because back then, like in the 80s when I had rock magazines, you could order like bootleg videos of concerts. And they were on VHS, and they would say Pro Shot. So if it say Pro Shot, that means there were multiple cameras that they would use at the concert for the screens.
Yeah.
And somebody would record that, and I was like, there has to be something out there. So all of a sudden it started popping up on YouTube, and you see the numbers, the digital numbers of the film and all that. But dude, like
the quality,
I thought I'd never seen Van Halen like that before, bro. Man. Eddie Van Halen was amazing. David Lee Roth,
that guy.
Yeah, it's Ubi, Tubi or something like that. I'll put it on my social media. As a matter of fact, I think I put it on my Facebook.
Is it UBU?
Yeah, it's UBI.
UBI.
Dr. UBI or something. And I'm thinking, is this Alex Van Halen or is it his son that's pulling this stuff out?
Because Wolfgang is supposed to be going through all those old Eddie Van Halen reels.
Well, Mr. UB 5150.
Mr. UB 5150. Go to that. You'll see some amazing Van Halen behind the scenes sound checks and all that kind of stuff.
Nice, bro.
And it's interesting because they took the last album that they did with David Lee Roth, which had that song Tattoo. Yep. You can't find it apparently on streaming services because David Lee Roth wanted it off.
Really?
Yeah. And then there's a live Tokyo album where, man, he got murdered, man, slaughtered about his singing, David Lee Roth. But I appreciated it because David Lee Roth es como Beto Quintanilla, carnal. ¿Entiendes? He's not the greatest singer, but it's the style.
He's entertaining.
It's the style of his singing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, when I recorded that stuff in the studio, I was like, dude, what is this? Like, I'm listening to it. I'm like, wow. Yeah. I got to really think about this because it was unique. It was unique to the way he did things.
It's a lot of ad-libbing, a lot of improvise. It sounds almost improvisational. Yeah. And then when you see him live, el vato ni canta, carnal. I mean,
it's more of a show.
He talks and he doesn't even sing the whole sentence. But it's just the energy and the style and the and then Eddie Van Halen.
Oh,
like,
that's what I was saying,
bro. I mean, ese vato era big time.
What about the segunda of the bass player?
That guy if it wasn't for his backups, it wouldn't sound like Van Halen.
Unique, right?
Yeah, very unique. He had the high voice. And also the drumming, like Alex Van Halen has his own. It sounds simple compared to like Neil Peart or other big time rock drummers. But he has his own like
style.
Hot for Teacher, bro. How the hell did he do that? And Van Halen too. But so when are you releasing the Van Halen song, bro? Ya que
estamos platicando de eso. Bueno, pues.
He already spilled the beans.
Pues, the secret is
go to the social media and you'll find out.
The secret is very soon. I like you, I like to put little teasers, and I did something that if people recognize, the new album in the future is graffiti, right? So, con eso digo todo.
Órale. Pues we'll wait to see. Es puro pinche riddle me this. Yeah, a riddler.
They're gonna I said earlier, there's a major announcement coming for Vidal. So, we talked about a song being released. It was supposed to be released tomorrow, but because in lieu of the news, great news by the way, I pulled it back and said, you know what, we're gonna hold up and we're gonna do something different.
Pues me mandaste una rola. ¿Cuál es la que me mandaste?
I sent you 1,000,000 de rosas. Eso, échale ganas.
Yeah, let's hear it. ¿Es la de la mafia?
Yes, sir.
Grupo Vidal.
A little bit different.
This one isn't on streaming services yet?
It just came out.
It just came out, so people can stream it.
Yep.
1,000,000 de rosas, Grupo Vidal.
Llegaste a mi vida, no existen las tardes lluviosas. Porque llegaste, borré cicatrices de mi corazón. Porque llegaste, las noches de nuevo son maravillosas. Porque sin ti la mañana oscura se apaga mi sol. 1,000,000 de rosas por lo que has hecho conmigo. Serían pocas, te digo, se te has llevado el dolor. 1,000,000 de rosas que hablarán todas contigo. para amarte, para hablarte de mi amor, rosas para hablarte de amor. Grupo Vidal, chiquita.
Oh. Subliminal messages.
Porque llegaste a mi vida, no existen las tardes lluviosas. Porque llegaste, borras cicatrices de mi corazón. Porque llegaste, las noches de nuevo son maravillosas. Porque sin ti la mañana oscura se apaga mi sol. 1,000,000 de rosas por lo que has hecho conmigo. Serían pocas, te digo, si te has llevado el dolor. 1,000,000 de rosas que hablarán todas contigo. Tú sabes lo que persigo, enamorarte, mi amor. 1,000,000 de rosas por lo que has hecho conmigo. Serían pocas, te digo, si te has llevado el dolor. 1,000,000 de rosas que hablarán todas contigo. Tú sabes lo que persigo, enamorarte, mi amor. Rosas para amarte, para hablarte de mi amor. Rosas para hablarte de amor.
That sounds awesome.
Was that song harder to sing than David Lee Roth? That
You know, man, no.
No?
no.
Yeah.
You know, Javier, that song was a perfect song to do because La Mafia is so keyboard oriented
Right.
that when you do the accordion version, it's like
Changes it totally differently.
I love it.
A different feel.
Yeah.
It's,
Feels different.
para nosotros, listening to Mafia, Mas, all those old school Tejano trendsetters from back in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us a solid foundation to do what we do, going back all the way to Conjunto Bernal.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to put that homenaje out. The reason why we hadn't is because we want it to be on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking with a few people to do it the right way, right? And not just rush and but that will be out this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we've been taking our time as far as what do we want to put. We don't want it to get lost in the shuffle. It's such a great album to just put out just because, and so the homenaje Bernal is going to be uno de recuerdo, man. It's going to be one to really go back and really listen to how they influenced us from the beginning. And
how they influenced a lot of bands. I mean, esos vatos eran Bernal es como los Beatles de conjunto.
That's right.
He's like the Beatles, bro.
And so
for our music.
When we go in the studio, Rock, and I'm sure for you too, when we go in the studio and let's say we're doing that Bernal, it's not just getting in there and just let's just sale lo que sale. No,
Integrity. You got to keep it.
Keep the integrity of the song.
Uh-huh.
And so we get in there hasta los instrumentos. Like, what are you using for the bajo? I mean, I was there like, I don't want to use the bajo I got because the bajo I have is good. It's great. But it doesn't have what I need for the song.
Mm-hmm.
So ahí estaba yo hablando, Max Baca. Hey, Max, ¿tienes una Macías? No, de
Y te
60.
contestó.
Yeah.
Ay, güey,
Ay, güey, Max,
¿qué
¿cómo?
veces le texteo a Max y no me textea para atrás
Yo
hasta
le
3-4
dije,
días, chinga?
Hey, Max, I need to rent your bajo. Me contestó. He goes, well, what do you need it for? I said, I just come over. And I go, hey, ¿sabes qué? ¿Por qué no grabas tú, güey? And he heard the song. He said, no. No, ese es otro estilo, güey. Ese es otro pedo. I go, well, let me see if I can do it. No me tenía bruto sonido. I was like, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, getting the right instruments to really keep the integrity, as you mentioned.
Sí.
Hasta la tarola, the snare, how the mics they used. It wasn't just, okay, I want to use these new mics. And
Mics are very
No.
they're different. I realized that when I did the vocals for that song with Bobby, and he told me that mic, your voice is bassy, and it makes it more bassy. You need this M2 35 50
Certain mic for your voice, yeah.
And then they brought out that mic, and it made a big difference.
Big
So
difference.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
So everything was really, really planned out to what we needed for the project.
Have you ever produced other bands, dude, or has it always just been your band, dude?
Really just us. I mean, I've helped a few other people, but I don't say I did that.
Yeah, or like, do they ask you to like fill in as a studio musician for some recordings and stuff?
I've
like
done
that?
some stuff like that, but
See?
I don't post that. I
No.
just kind of,
No,
I just do it. To
so
do
they don't recognize you for doing it.
No,
or
I tell
anything?
them not to.
¿Por qué? I mean, that's your work too. I mean, it's your art.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it, and it's more. I don't want any credit for it.
¿Quieres más crédito para tu band entonces o qué? Or,
I just like to keep it on the hush.
Well, why?
I don't like to be recognized like that.
Well, dude, you have an amazing talent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was wondering about that because you're pretty, I mean, you guys are pretty knowledgeable in the studio, man. Lo que graban, bro, me curo de madre, because not anybody can just go in there and be recording and consistently sound good, you know, because a lot of times songs sound different, you know, from the, you know, depending on who you work with and what you do and who you have as musicians and all that kind of stuff. But you guys have had a consistent sound.
One of the things that we like to do, Rock, when we go in the studio, we like to record the whole band at the same time. Do you do that? Mm-hmm. Everybody, all in one chingazo.
Mm-hmm. And get the basic track.
That's it. And that
Get the magic.
But you have to rehearse it before you get in there, right? I mean, you guys have already.
No, he always tells me like, hey, so
guy.
This is where they're freak out. Like, he's okay. We're gonna get these dates for the studio. What are we doing? I'll let you know when I get there.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like,
It's
what do
on
you
the
mean?
fly.
Spontaneous.
On the fly.
I'll let you know when I get there.
You know, a lot of great songs have been recorded like that, like Led Zeppelin, rock and roll.
Paranoid, Black Sabbath, they just made it up like, hey, we need 5 minutes or we need a couple minutes.
In the rock and roll, the Led Zeppelin rock and roll, they were in the studio setting up, and then John Bonham went into that beginning of it, and it was like it was a Little Richard song.
So you created it right there.
And then everybody came in, and then Robert Plant recorded the vocals later, but he was jamming there, right? And it just like they recorded the basic track like in 20 minutes.
Well, you capture the magic, right? Because let's say we were going to record. He's playing the drums, you know, and you're going to come in and sing. And I gave you the music. And but what are you going to do? You're going to study it. You're going to learn it. And that's where you're going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the box you're going to be in. Mejor, cuando llegas, I say, okay, this is what we're doing. I'll give you 10 minutes to listen to it.
Yeah.
This is the idea. We're in this key. All I need to get, what's the tempo? We get a tempo. Let's just play the first part. Okay. What do you got for me? Let's go.
I read a story, Flaco Jimenez. He was on the Steel Wheels or Wheels of Steel album from the Rolling Stones. So he's on that album. And I remember interviewing him, and I asked him about it back in the early 90s. I asked him, hey, how was it? How did it work out? Did they send you the track? He goes, no. He goes, they asked me to go to the studio, and I went, and I think they were in Austin doing it. And so he went to the studio, and Mick Jagger was there, Keith Richards. They said, okay, just go in there and, you know, do what you do, you know. So he went in there, and, you know, they played the song, and he just played through the song. They did it like 3 or 4 times. And then he said, okay, I'm ready to record. And then Mick Jagger told him, no, we're done. So, you know, he was trying to figure it out, you know, the song for those 3 times. And then when he told him, okay, I'm ready to do it.
We're done.
Mick Jagger told him, no, we're done. You're done, man. We got you. And it was spontaneous.
Yeah, I like
it. Was like, you know, and I'll never forget that story that Flaco Jimenez told me, bro.
It's because the magic happens right there. And when you got to capture it. It's like anybody who's doing media. If you're shooting video, if you're shooting pictures, I can tell you pose, but You get the best pictures when you're in motion. You're doing something, and then when they capture it, it's like
authentic,
and it's the same thing with what we do here, because I don't like the artist or the guest to show up earlier than they have to.
Oh yeah,
because
you told me that.
Yeah, I said no. I always tell them no earlier than 8:00 because we work and then we got to get ready.
Right.
So we're usually ready by 8:00. And then we had an artist show up about 7:30. I'm like, dude, I was in the shower and everything, right? Anyway, so I never like them to show up early because we sit down and while we're getting ready, we're talking, and I'm like, no me digas, cara, no me digas, dime en el show.
I know, because it's good stories.
I know, dude.
Good dialogue.
I know.
You lose it.
Yeah. So the spontaneous, the spontaneity of me and my response and reaction to what I'm hearing is totally different if we say the story again after I've already heard it.
It's already different.
So I understand what you're talking about.
It's not as authentic as it would have been.
Hey Javier, here's a little bit of music trivia. So there was an artist. He spent the whole day doing his A side, right? And then he only had 20 minutes left. We need a B side. What? Let's just do whatever. Let's just do something fun. So then they did the B side. That artist was Carl Douglas. And the B-side was Kung Fu Fighting.
No way.
The A-side was totally ignored, and the Kung Fu Fighting went international.
Wow.
And he just put whatever. So talk about being spontaneous.
You're right. That's a perfect example of you can have a plan. It never goes as planned.
Yeah.
We make set lists, and we never. These guys are like, "Do we have a set list?" Like, yeah, I sent it to you. We don't even. They're like,
Es puro sentimiento.
Well, when you perform live, pues you're kind of feeling out the crowd. You know what? That song, we can move it a little later and something. I do that on stage too with the set list, but we have a structure. And we have the songs, and sometimes I'll skip a song or I'll keep going, or hey, you know what? This song will work now. Because the set list is very important too, man. People don't understand how hard it is to put a set list together that you want to flow.
I used to make them, and I just, man, with the way we flow, the way we vibe, and I tell the guys, look, here's your guide, right? But I'm gonna tell you,
keep up.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a playmaker. Right? I will call and we will do audibles. So you better be ready.
Better be ready.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your toes. It's good, man.
So who you played with lately, or where have you guys been at lately performing?
Man, we've been blessed, Rock. And gracias a Dios, it's because of shows like yours that have platformed the musicians, the groups, and other people are hearing us, not just from radio, but all the social media. It really does help. And we've been contracted for California, Chicago, Ohio, Washington. Great. Lately, we've been in Houston. We're going to Dallas. We've been in San Antonio. We've been here in the Valley. We've had some privates. And just we've been called to play in Hawaii.
What?
So
that is awesome.
That is different for us.
Yeah.
And so right now, it's been blessings, man, left and right. The brand new news that I hope to share with you soon. I was supposed to get a text today, but I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna let them decide when they want to announce it. But most definitely, great news, positive things, and it's all because I'll tell you this: we're leaving it in the hands of God.
So you got somebody that's handling your marketing and your distribution and stuff like that, or that's telling you when to. So who's telling you not to put something out, or
it was a decision? It was a decision on mine, Danny's part.
Okay,
to hold back based on what's coming next.
Órale.
I didn't want to do it, but I said it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, mahalo.
Yeah. So there wasn't no phone call. It was just you and Danny talking about it.
Yeah.
Órale, está bueno. I thought dije, pues qué chingas hay un vato en New York.
No one said not to do it. It was the right thing to do based on the situation.
Hey, you know your music. You know what you want to do with it. You know how you want to present it. You know how you want to distribute it. And and present it to for the first time to your audience and to your fans.
And the person who I talked to, I told him about it, and so I'm hoping real soon that we get the green light to really announce that and be a part of what is to come, because I think it's a great combination, and it's going to be some great stuff happening, man.
That's all. Ladies and gentlemen, Grupo Vidal.
Yes, so.
Follow them on social media, on TikTok. Follow them on Instagram, and follow them on Instagram. It's at Grupo Vidal Music.
Yep.
Okay, and you can also follow them on Facebook at Grupo Vidal Music también.
Yep.
And you can find out where they're playing. Official Grupo Vidal Music on TikTok.
Yeah.
And you can message them if you want them to perform somewhere. You want to book them. Are you guys booked pretty heavy from here, or are there any opening slots coming up in the summer and all that?
There's available slots. I will tell you that right now, for the month of April, if people have a graduation that they want to book for May, right now, you're getting 25% off. 25% off.
Nice.
But you got to say PVT.
That's right.
Hashtag PVT.
Hashtag PVT. Say you heard it here.
Yeah.
25% off.
Ahí está, carnalito.
Hey,
Ladies and
awesome.
gentlemen, great deals going on right here with hashtag PVT. Yeah.
Graduations.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some events coming up. Saturday, April 19th, it's Cheap Trick, McAllen Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available right now. They're going fast, man. I heard that the whole bottom area of the McAllen Performing Arts Center is practically sold out, and so are some seats up on top in the mezzanine area. So you need to go to Ticketmaster.com and get those tickets, because the show's going to be coming up very soon, April 19th on a Saturday night. It's going to be awesome. That's Easter weekend, right?
That is Easter weekend.
Easter weekend, man. Fantastic. And then Saturday, July 5th, it's the Red, White, and Beach concert. Los Lonely Boys and my band Whiskey D will be performing at the Cameron County Amphitheater on South Padre Island. Where can you get the tickets to that, baby doll?
rgbconcerts.net and then redwhiteandbeach.com.
Orale. And by the way, we're talking about the guitar player that we've got. So he's been with us for about 2 months, and you probably saw him on the show. He's also Zeddy's guitar player. He was performing, playing with Zeddy when they were with the Cumbia All-Stars, A.B. Quintanilla. And what we're doing is totally different from what this guy's used to doing. And he just grabbed the bull by the horns, and he learned the lead solos. Hector Arispe se llama. And we're doing this is the audio off the system, so it's not like spectacular audio, but I want you all to see his guitar work. Check it out.
Yes,
Rock, he's like a Steve Vai.
Dude, that's awesome.
He's amazing, man.
He is.
Yeah, it sounded great.
He's an amazing guitar player. So we're going to be playing with Los Lonely Boys. If you want to book us, just give us a call, 956-358-3420. Message us on social media, and we'll be more than glad to go out there. De repente hacemos un show con Grupo Vidal.
I know, that would be awesome.
We did a show with the Crazy Pimps. We'll mix it up with anybody.
Why not?
We'll mix it up with anybody, man. And it's always good. I like seeing different styles of bands instead of seeing three bands that play the same style. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep.
Get a little versatility, a little diversity, equity, and inclusion there. You know what I mean? I guess.
Screw the merit. Screw your merit.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Grupo Vidal.
Saludos a toda la gente que pues they jumped on, they sent messages. Thank you so much. The guys in the group, Ronnie, John, Raul, Jesse, Gabriel, Raymond, Bobby,
My brother Bobby.
Ronnie, Ricky, Ronnie, and Mike from New Edition.
The whole crew.
Yes, the whole crew. Mikey Jr.
Todos. Thank you, man.
It couldn't be a show without these guys.
Roman
So-
James.
Well, I hope
The Rock.
you guys had a good time tonight.
Oh, always. I want to say God bless you
We
guys
did,
here
man.
at the show. God bless you guys watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and share.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grupo Vidal, let's give them a big round of applause. That's all. Everybody wave, and thank you so
Bye.
much. We'll see you next week. And if you
Bye-bye.
want to be on the show, if you've got some videos, some music coming out, you're an artist, I don't have time to be calling and booking, so just send me a message, and we'll see if we can put you in
sir.
July and August, okay?
All
We'll see
right.
y'all later.
Bye.
Los ojos, no quiero